You think you're helping them. You think you're being kind. But what if the truth is you're just being used, and you don't even realize it? It doesn't start in an obvious way. No one comes into your life and says, "I'm here to use you." It begins with attention, with sweet words, with a connection that feels real. They make you feel special, important, needed, and slowly, without noticing, you start giving more, your time, your energy, your effort. You start showing up for them again and again. But here's the catch. It's never equal. You're always the one adjusting, the one understanding, the one sacrificing, and somehow you convince yourself that this is normal, that this is what care looks like. One of the biggest signs you're being used is when they only come to you when they need something. When they're bored, they text you. When they're sad, they call you. When they need help, you're their first option. But when you need them, they're busy, they're distant, they disappear, and instead of questioning it, you make excuses for them. You say, maybe they're going through something. Maybe they're just busy. But deep down, you know the truth. It's one-sided. Another sign is how they make you feel guilty for setting boundaries. The moment you say no, the moment you step back, their behavior changes. They act cold, distant, or even upset, as if you've done something wrong. And that guilt pulls you back in, making you give more than you should. You might also notice that they give you just enough attention to keep you hooked, but never enough to make you feel secure. One day they're kind, caring, and present. The next day they're distant and unavailable. This creates confusion, and confusion creates attachment. You start chasing the version of them that made you feel good in the beginning. You keep hoping they'll go back to how they were. But that version was never consistent. It was just enough to keep you from leaving. And while you're busy trying to fix things, trying to understand them, trying to hold on to the connection, they're simply taking what they need from you. Another harsh truth is this. People who use you often know exactly what they're doing. They understand your nature. They see that you're kind, loyal, and willing to give, and instead of valuing that, they take advantage of it. They rely on your patience, your silence, your willingness to stay, even when you're not being treated right. And the longer you tolerate it, the more normal it becomes. You stop expecting effort. You stop expecting respect. You settle for less, thinking at least you have something, even if it's hurting you. But here's what you need to understand. Being used doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're genuine in a world where not everyone is. The problem is not your kindness. The problem is giving it to the wrong people. Real connections don't make you feel drained. Real people don't only show up when it's convenient for them. Real care is consistent, balanced, and mutual. So if you're always the one giving, always the one waiting, always the one trying, then you're not in a connection. You're in a situation where you're being used. And the hardest part? Accepting it. Because once you see the truth, you can't unsee it. You realize all the times you ignored the signs, all the moments you chose them over yourself, but that realization is also your power. Because the moment you become aware, you can choose differently. You can stop overgiving. You can set boundaries. You can walk away from anything that doesn't value you. So ask yourself honestly, are they really there for you? Or are they just there for what you give? Because you deserve more than being someone's option, someone's convenience, someone's backup. You deserve someone who shows up, not just when they need you, but because they truly want you in their life. And until you understand that, you'll keep giving your best to people who only take.